Boom. Boom. This is Kendrick coming at you from the corner. How's everybody doing today? All right, so we got Destiny Child up. We've got Ragna Break Season 9 is online today. So we've got a couple new characters. The actual Ragna is called Vanishing Twins. So we have a new Davi up here. As you can see, she is the boss. She is dark debuffer, so you want to bring light attackers in there to combat. And as you can see, she's got a pretty good skill set here. Um, uh, Debuff resist neg 40 and debuff duration cut neg 60 for all allies. So she would have some place inside World Boss if you're wanting to go that way. And her name Altered Davi. So another Davi. After we've got Archfiend Davi, and so we've got quite a few Davies out there. So this is another one. We also have a new Mona. This right here is Light Beam Mona. She is up as she's one of the summons. We've got two summons here. We've got the summons for Mona is a one to one summon, which means you get it. That's it. It's just one time. Once you get it, no longer is it an option. They've got that same type of draw for Hilder here, Bridal Hilder. Not exactly sure. I haven't had a chance to go through all of the story dungeons, the Ragna story yet. I guess she will somehow be associated with it. Otherwise, she wouldn't be a premium pickup with a one-to-one summon. But then down here you've got another a summon for Light Beam Mona, and you've got a summon right here for the new Davi as well. So they're in there if you want to draw for them. We've also got a upgrading event going on. So just 4 to 5s, do it 3 times. 5 to 6s, do that 3 times, and you get a 5 summon ticket, as well as some crystals, 2,000 crystals there, and some evolution childs and some grade 8 tickets. So all good stuff that can be used. Rumble challenge, of course, 6 days left on that, and that's just join Devil Rumble and purchase tickets to complete that. We've got a new Devil Pass up, standard fare for that. 5-star ticket, of course. You get the Altered Davi, another break for her, and then Hot Spring Davi and Hot Spring Mona. So you will get their spa outfits if you purchase the seal removal for the Archdevil mission pass. So that's pretty good stuff. Pretty much like normal. Got a bunch of events going on, of course. Here we got a nice event here. You get a bunch of Onyx. This is just to play Rebirth Labyrinth, and you just do it. Just do your 5 daily, and you'll be able to claim most of these here. Got to do it 70 times, and they've got it's up for 13 days, so that's just enough. So you're gonna have to be pretty much do it every day and without missing any to actually nail these 40, 80, 120, 160. So that's 200,000 Onyx right there. So it's definitely worth it. I did mine today and already claimed this 15,000 right here. So 25,000 actually right here. So that's good. That's good Onyx. Definitely want to do it. There's also this right here. If you play Midnight Parade, just run your 10 daily, get all kinds of presents. And then we got another one, which is of course to the fully limit break Alter Davi or and get her up to 60, and then fully enhance her up, so 60, and get the crystals. So pretty standard fare. We've also got this event right here, which is to continue playing the regular story chapters, and you can get a bunch of crafting items to craft your weapons if you want to do it, if you're interested in doing that. We got a limited time mission for Mona. That's a pay one. This one's probably pay 2. Yeah, this is a way to get some stamina. And then the pay one right here. This is to get some copies of Mona, Light Beam Mona, if you want to get her fully limit broke. So let's take a look at Light Beam Mona here, see what she's got in terms of skill set. So we've got, so she's a light, so I think she's, yeah, so she's a light, a supporter. 300, she grants a barrier, absorbs 900 damage from all enemy attacks. And then she's got Halo of Serenity, skill change amount, so plus 40, and a weak support skill plus 20%. She grants Vampirism in raids, recovers 15% HP on attack to 3 allies. Priority gets the lowest hit points, that's not bad. Deal 8/2/3 into range barrier, 2500 from all enemy attacks to 5 allies, so that's a full team cover right there. Gauge 120 based on light type as up for 5 seconds. So, okay, so this is basically drive gauge manipulation, some barrier, and a little bit of healing. So she does just about everything. So skill gauge charge amount plus 12 for light type. So she and it changes to 8% in raids. So she sounds like a pretty good supporter for the light team. She's got quite a bit of utility. So definitely not just situation. You can put her pretty much in anywhere, and you're probably going to see some benefit. From within the barrier, vampirism, skill, drive gauge manipulation. That's always important. Anything to make you get to your frenzy fast is going to help. So yeah, not a bad character, at all. So that's a new Light Beam Mona. So 5-star light supporter. So that's good. So yeah, so she's up. The Ragna break is season 9, so you've got your raid shop here. Remember to purchase your 5 each day, and you can run those out. Clearing the first one will get you Alter Davy, and then you clear it again on the 5th. After you've cleared this 5 times, you'll be able to get her again, and then of course she should be in there. After that, you'll probably see probably one of her outfits. And then maybe another copy of her when you get into the after the 5th and you reset. So you just have to see what's there. But I've already knocked down. I've done 11 today so far. I already reset it once again. So I'm up to boss number 12. So remember, once you get to 40 and once you pass level 40, you can enter the Slayer, which is where you'll get most of your stuff at. Don't forget to use your boosters on any of the actual raids that you call forth. To get the bonus on the booster. So let's take a look at, let's see what she's got here. So Altered Davy, so a new Davy born from a mysterious cocoon. Interesting. As you know, Davy is infatuated. Well, let me reach out, more obsessed with Mona. So it's going to involve Mona if it involves Davy. So it's going to be interesting. I haven't had a chance to go through it yet. Just was getting used to forming up my team and everything. So she deals damage to 2 enemies. Okay, inflict dancing blade. That's so she knocks down your death. So got to be careful of that. So you might want to take something that increases your death. Adds drive gauge plus 300. Deals damage to 3 enemies. Priority high HP, 100% chance to inflict death heal. Amount recovered by target is converted to the same amount of damage. Got to be careful in your heals there. Grant Reflect, which returns damage back. So she's going to be pretty good debuffer in terms of sending stuff back to you. So gotta have to be careful with her. And then a debuff res pause and cut 60 for Alice. So she's not yeah, like I said before. So that's not too bad. That could be used in World Boss. My current team that I'm running with it is just this team right here. I've got Dana, Mona, Mafdet, and I'm starting using Ashroth because she's a good attacker. And then I got Bad Boy, or Cursed Doll, we should say, Fredge. And I'm using I changed from Lita. I decided to go ahead and use Mott simply because I can get a little bit, since I am using a full light team, I can get a higher regen. Now, Lita gives plus 2.5% regen heal, but she gives it for everybody. It does not matter what muff they are. All allies get it. But Mott does it, but she does it better. But she only does it for light type eyes. And since I'm running a full light team, um, I decided to go ahead and replace Lita with Mott. So that's why she's in there. But I really enjoy Mott. I think she's an excellent character, not just because of her, not just because of that region, but because of the fact that she can remove, freeze, and petrify, and she regen up to once per 2 child. And this one right here is the big one. One dead ally is revived at 1,000 hit points. Okay, so she can bring a character back. That can be very, 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 very helpful, especially in PvP. Yeah, so that's I like to I like her, but I don't run a light type full light type team all of I don't run it at all much. I usually have Chang and Eve in here. Eve just because she's a beast, and Chang because she increases she gets me to do I get frenzy for her quite thick, fast. You can pull almost one full a frenzy on a world boss, and you can in some battles. You can get some battles, especially in PvP. Getting the first person to get the frenzy wins is what it amounts to, and Chang increases the gauge enough that she can get me to that much faster. So that's just why I tend to use her most of the time. But since this is a full light team, I decided to go ahead and put Mott in there for a little bit more healing, regen by auto. So that's why I have her as a leader. So this is the team I'm doing. I mean, I'm up to 11, of course. I should be able to beat, except everybody on there is maxed out skill-wise except for Astroth, and she's only one down. She's at 5, and I've got her skills. They're maxed at 5. Or 5th, so I'm almost just one below where I need to be for max. And then Mafdet is maxed out. Kirstoff Fredge is maxed out. Mott is maxed out, as well as Dana. So they're all at 60 fully broke at 6. So it should be a pretty good team. I might play around a little bit and see if I can get just a smidget more damage. Possibly with possibly throwing in maybe trying to reteat or maybe area, but I'm pretty sure I'm maxed out. I might just throw Citri in there to see, just playing a little round, maybe throwing it to buffer like Neemhan or Citri, but just I'll give it some tries to see if I can maximize. But this is I'm pretty sure that this should be enough to get me through to the 40 without much problem. I might have to do it, might have to attack it 2 or 3 times, but I should be able to get through it. I don't see why not. But yeah, so get in there. Now remember that if you look at the to get after you used your 5 free tickets that you get, to use your other 5, you need to run story modes. Now make sure that you have, when you go into your story modes and you choose to repeat, make sure that you have the bottom box checked. So what you want to do with this new system is hit retry, put the battle on the same stage, of course. I use this because the reason I use 7-8 is because of this right here. Okay, this is what you need to break your child. You need fire stones. So I run 7-8 repeatedly because 7-8-1 here because Firestones is a reward. That's why I do it. Okay, you could run any one you want, but this has a high XP and an excellent reward for me. So that's why I run it most of the time. So when you click on the repeat, you want to make sure in this new system here, because it's a different format, you want to hit retry so that it runs the same level. You can set this at whatever you want. I just got it at 30. But make sure that you have this bottom box checked until you discover a raid. And that way, each time the raid pops up, you can take over, run the raid, and then restart it back up and go through. And that's how you do it. And you just do it until you've got your 10 tickets, used all your 10 tickets. And make sure that you choose the booster on any of the ones that you start to get the extra. Okay? And this will hold you off. And, like I said, I'm already up to. Next one up will be 12. So you got to get to 40. So I'm hopefully I'll have it, middle of next week, and then you can jump into Slayer and start doing it that so we can get some points. If you're especially if you're a Davy aficionado, this is definitely something that you want. But I'm really surprised they actually threw out another Davy because, as you know, there's a lot of Davies and Monas already out there. So I was a little surprised at the fact that they had that they threw out another one. But you know, it is what it is, and it seems to be interesting. So we'll have to see how the story goes. So that's the actual raid shop I showed you, and the actual story. Like I say, I haven't had a chance to go through it yet, but yeah, as you can see, it's only like 25. So run a few, just run a few of the using your free tickets, and you'll have enough to start the raid and finish it. And make sure that you get all of the rewards right here, because inside of here, once you get to 30, you get another copy of a Davy. So you want to make through that, plus all the other rewards that you get as you go through, and it's just as you do it and keep playing it, and you get a lot of stuff. So as well as some Ragna coins and everything. It takes a pretty long time to do it, but trust me, it's a free copy of your limit break, especially if you want to get her. So don't forget about that. Okay. So yeah, Ragna Break Season 9 Vanishing Twin. Okay, a new Davy and a new modal. So go ahead and put a like on the video if you like it, and remember to click on the subscribe button and click on that little bell ding ding if you want to be notified whenever I drop a video. This is Ken Rear in the corner, signing out.